different. Self-motivated, self-disciplined. Yeah, I learned from my experience. I just want someone.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode from Boyz to Men. I'm your host here, Mr. King, and I'm back to you another episode from Boyz to Men. And yo, I got a special guest on today. Man, he's a vice principal at Camelot Academy. He's still vice principal, right? Oh no, never mind.
I'm the principal now.
Oh, my bad. I had a correction. The principal of Camelot Academy. He's a member of Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated, entrepreneur, man that wears every hat and make the women say woo when they come around him. But without further ado, I'll give y'all Mr. Chris Wooten.
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Ooh, how you been, man?
We can. Give me a few minutes. I've been good, man, trying to balance life with fatherhood and work and getting the business up and off the ground and running, man. But everything been good. No need to complain about nothing. How you been, bro?
Man, I'm blessed, man. You know, everything coming to fruition. You know, hard work we put in early on in life is finally coming and to flourishing. Gotta be on Peacock. I'm about to be on Peacock, man.
I was about to say, but before we go any further, man, much congratulations on your success. Getting on that screen, man. I seen that Sacred Heart finna hop on Peacock. You finna be on the big screen. Millions of people gonna get to watch you, man. That's major.
Man, thank you, man. It's been a long time coming, and it's something I learned from hanging out with you and your fraternity: perseverance. And that's the one thing I really picked up on. Like sometimes, you know, you get to a point where you asking God, you telling me I need to stop and do something else, or you testing me to tell me do I need to keep going, or how bad I want it. And hey, with a lot of guidance from y'all and everybody else, I made it to where I'm at today.
That's right.
But let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go and give you a little background and stuff and tell the people who you are, what you do, where you from, all this stuff. Also, you gotta show out your college. You also gotta show out your alma mater, your college and everything too, you know.
I got you. So Chris Wooten, originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Two-time graduate from the Florida A&M University. Been in Pensacola since 2012. Been working at Camelot since I moved here in 2012, kind of worked my way up the ranks. I have my own nonprofit called Thoroughly Immersed, where we focus on easing burdens and eliminating barriers for educators in Escambia and Santa Rosa County. Recently started a catering business with a very good friend of mine, Bruce Carter, called GQ Cuisine. Hands down, got the best barbecue in the city. That's without question. I ain't even going to go too much into that. That's without question. Hands down, got the best barbecue in the city. And also had an opportunity to be a part of the Omega Lamplighters for many years. I was part of the initial startup plan with Brian Freeman and Andrew Maxwell, Vanessa Angel. We were part of that initial dream team, that initial group that kind of brought the Omega Lamplighters to Pensacola. Definitely honored to be a part of that and kind of contribute to that legacy as well.
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, he done a lot. When I tell y'all, they done a lot of work, especially with the youth and everything. Everything he just basically said contests to exactly that. But let's go ahead and get into based on what you were just talking about, man, being the foundation, being like that role model to people, because every job you do, you have somebody looking at you for inspiration. Yeah. And I know that can be a burden on some people, but you know, they say God give his toughest warriors to his strongest soldiers.
Man, listen, I got a friend who always tell me, you got a big back. God gave you a big back because he knew you can handle it. I said, boy, I need to lose some weight. I'm trying to get smaller then because we giving too much sometimes. I'm trying to figure out how to get a little back. Because sometimes it definitely get heavy, man. But I don't think I would have it any other way, honestly. Everything that I do and everything that we do it with with genuineness and with purpose. You know, I'm not sure if you know, but I did. Sorry, not I. We did 2 or 3 food drives where we gave away like 20,000 pounds worth of food over at the school. We didn't get a chance to do it this year because school year just kind of been hectic. You know, super short staff. We got a high volume, high number of kids. But last year, the year before that, we definitely got to do food drives where we literally had a refrigerator truck on campus and literally gave away 20,000 pounds worth of food 2 different times.
Dang.
Fed easily over 500 families.
And that's a blessing. That's a blessing right there.
Yeah, man. But I mean, you know, it's a blessing to be a blessing. CJ, it's a blessing to be a blessing. But that's like, as I've kind of grown and kind of found my own way, found my own pace in life, I've come to understand that a big part of my calling is to be a blessing to other people. What's major for me, and what my wife always tells me is like, she always tells me I have this gift where people kind of are drawn to me and people believe in me. Like, everybody wants to help. Everybody wants to do something to help and wants to do something to relieve and make an impact and make a difference. A lot of people don't have the outlet, just don't know how to. And what I've come to find out is I've kind of created those opportunities that gives people an opportunity to help. You know, when we did those 20,000 pounds worth of food, I had almost 50 volunteers. That's 50 people who got to get out in the community and help and do it and have an impact and do some good. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard to get 50. It's hard to get 5. It's hard to get 5.
Listen,
Sometimes it's hard to get 1.
But that's what I think she talks about. She's like, when you put something together, when you put a call to action out, like, people come, like, people believe in what you do. And I don't know why people believe in me. I don't know what I've done to make people a lot of times have that faith in me, or kind of, you know, have that desire to work with me, because they're not working for me. We're not getting paid. They're working with me side by side. You know, I'm definitely a servant leader, but I'm a boots on the ground kind of guy. I don't know why I've been chosen. That's been my calling. But every time, man, like, I just put it out there. I don't put an ad in newspaper or anything. You know, I put it out there to the people who I know, and I turn around and it's 50, 60 people. It's 50, 60 people
Ready.
up there ready to volunteer.
And that's something that's attests to your character and leadership qualities. Because, like I said, not everybody gonna just follow anybody. Yeah. If they don't believe in them and see where they trying to go, I'm telling them quickly no. So,
right,
hey, because a lot of people that they want to have that role or that title, but not take on the responsibility and know how to get them to that point. And they see that, and you actually you got that guidance.
Man, I don't even know how I got it. I didn't try to turn down stuff so many times. I'm like, I don't want the title. I don't want the role. I don't want to be in the limelight. I don't want to be on the front page. Like, I want to be the guy in the back, behind the scenes, kind of orchestrating things.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And kind of putting people in a play. I don't know how I keep getting put up there front center, because I definitely don't be asking for it. Hey, definitely don't ask for it.
And I think that's a true calling of a leader, because the people that don't really want to be out there but want everybody else shine, that kind of show, like, test your character and what a leadership quality that a leader really have. It's not about him, because it's like this. You understand that if it fails, it's gonna come back on you. It's just a seed. It's gonna be on them.
Us. It's gonna be us. Yeah.
It's us.
It's gonna be us.
Yeah. So I understand that whole part completely, because I think that all comes into, like, leading to your entrepreneurship. Like, you starting the catering company and everything else too. So let's talk about that a little bit. Because, hey, I'm gonna let y'all know I had some on the barbecue. I had some on the barbecue at the trailer premiere of Sacred.
Yeah.
I was the first person to walk in with a plate, because they were starving us back then. Hey, I was like, shoot, this is gonna be a repeat of the time when we were shooting on set. They had food in front of us and we couldn't touch it. I said, nope, today is not gonna be that day. Hey, today was not gonna be that day. I came in with a plate. Everybody's like, "Ooh, what's that?" I was like, I said, go over there to GQ. Hey,
Yeah, I sure appreciate it too, man. We've been blessed to kind of pick up quick and pick up fast, man. Like every opportunity that we've gotten, no matter how big or how small, we've been sure to put that same passion behind everything that we cook and everything that we deliver. Right now, we're in that drive phase. I want every single person that can taste our cooking and our food to taste our cooking and our food, so that the word can be out that, oh yeah, GQ Cuisine got the best barbecue in the city, hands down.
oh, yeah.
Hands down, they got the best barbecue in the city. So that's kind of the phase that we are in. The entrepreneurship opportunity came to me and Bruce. Something that we always kind of talked about. And if you talk about something long enough, it kind of just start to kind of naturally come together. Start to come together. And it's crazy because GQ Cuisine was kind of getting out there. So this is just something else. And this ain't me brag. I'm just thinking about it. Do you remember when quarantine first happened?
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
kids wasn't going to school.
Yep.
And so the population of students that I serve, a lot of my kids, if they're not eating from school, a lot of my kids are not eating.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my kids depend on the food that they get from school to eat. And so the school district, they had like a few satellite schools that were giving out meals and like bags of things to go home and prepare. Like they was giving out bags like Kraft macaroni and cheese and ramen noodles and stuff the kids go home to prepare. And what was kind of bothering me and what was troubling me was, I know for a fact I have some kids that don't have microwaves. I got kids who may not have working stoves. I have kids who may not know how to prepare ramen noodles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, what about the kids who are just hungry? If I'm hungry, don't give me something I got to go home and make. If I'm hungry, feed me. Give me something I can eat. So during the quarantine time, we pulled out the grill, went and got some hot dogs and some hamburgers. I took some money from Thoroughly Immersed, went and got some Capri Suns, some chips, some Rice Krispie treats, and some to-go plates. And we lined up, went out to one of the parks, lined up, put out a little flyer, and we had lunch on the go right in the middle of the neighborhoods. You can come and get a hot dog, a hamburger, bag of chips, and we fed the kids. I was only feeding kids though.
Oh yeah.
If you walked up as an adult, you was dead water. You was dead.
Yeah.
If you pulled up with a car with 7 kids in it, I was giving you 7 lunches for them kids to eat right there, right now. So we did that like 2 or 3 times, man. I think the last time we did it in Aries Park.
Oh yeah.
And we fed over 300 kids, and people was driving up. People was coming from Montclair to get it. People was coming out of Aries to get it. And then I'm pretty sure I got cited. They were saying that we were kind of doing like we were promoting gathering, even though it was a grab and go lunch, But that was one of the first times when GQ Cuisine was able to kind of highlight and put themselves out there. And it was weird because GQ Cuisine was putting themselves out there on a community service basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we represent. Long before GQ Cuisine had ever made a dollar, GQ Cuisine was believing and putting back into the community and giving back into the community. And I truly believe that those kind of actions came back around and multiplied itself 10, 20, 30, 40 times over. You know what I'm saying? And blessing us with the opportunities that we're having now, bro.
I believe that too. And I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It's so funny because that's one thing all right. I don't know if you remember, because it was one time I was at a meeting with y'all and y'all said something to us as a group. And it stuck with me for the rest of my life. I'm not even gonna lie. It was Maxwell. Max, let's look. Y'all was like, take y'all money and start your own business and go do your own thing. And y'all could flourish. And I always looked at it, I was like, okay, yeah. But it was always more than just doing stuff for ourselves and stuff. I was trying.
Yeah.
I ain't never like doing nothing just for me. I did stuff for the people. And then it's funny because I realize where I get this from now. It kind of trickled down from me watching y'all so much into everything I do. It's even like this podcast. It's this. I looked at it. I was like, man, this is people like, oh, you see doing things for podcast. I was like, man, this ain't for me. This for these kids that need guidance because I don't want them to end up in the same position that I was in years before, even when I was a teenager, like
Yeah,
not having nobody to talk to, like help them to understand that somebody already been through it and understand what they're going through. And it's funny to see that how that people pull together and like y'all real focus still on community.
yeah,
Same like morals who y'all are as a person is the same morals y'all have for y'all business.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It ain't, you can't fake the funk on some stuff, man. It's either in you or
Yeah.
it's not. I tell people all of the time, you can put on the front for a little while, but at the end of the day, you can't run from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that's who you are, good, bad, or indifferent, that's who you always gonna show yourself to be at the end of the day.
Yeah. That is true. Oh yeah. And also another part of your entrepreneurship, y'all hosting something in February. Even though
The Mardi Gras.
it's a good season. Because I remember when I was in college, I used to travel with some of my friends to Tallahassee and everything for the Mardi Gras party. And y'all bringing that here to Pensacola, I think it shook up the whole atmosphere again in Pensacola. Let's talk about that though. Bringing Mardi Gras to Pensacola.
So the Mardi Gras ball, that's our top fundraiser for Thoroughly Immersed.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that we put it out there, but a lot of people just see the ball, see the opportunity to have fun, which is about. But the Mardi Gras ball is actually a fundraiser for Thoroughly Immersed for us to be able to do our Tools for Teachers event and give back to teachers throughout the school year. But the Mardi Gras ball all came about. It's crazy. So when I first got my master's, I moved to New Orleans, and I worked for the Southern Poverty Law Center for a whole year. And in that year living in New Orleans, I had the opportunity to experience Mardi Gras as in its truest fashion.
Yeah.
School shut down, second line parades, the Zulu ball, like Mardi Gras was it was massive. And so when I moved to Pensacola, I'm like, dang, Pensacola kind of celebrate Mardi Gras, but it wasn't nothing here for us. Like,
yeah, this the other stuff.
Right. It was it was never here for us, man. And the closest thing that I saw was the mall ball, and that really wasn't for us.
Never was.
And so again, me, I'm kind of going out on faith, going out on a limb, like, man, I got Thoroughly Immersed. We need to figure out a way to raise some money because I need a way to keep being able to do this stuff for the teachers. I'm like, I'm gonna put on the Mardi Gras ball. I'm gonna put on the Mardi Gras ball. And of course, I make a few phone calls. I called the usual crew.
Yep.
And before I know it, here go a save the day flyer. Here go 4 venues. Go visit them. This who can do your decorations. Here go this. Here go that. I'm like, oh my God, y'all didn't even give me a chance to even. Nah, you said you want to do this, finna happen. And literally, man, Mardi Gras ball has been a premier event since it has started. The very first year, it sold out. Next year after that, it hit COVID. So we didn't have it. The year after that, I was nervous about bringing it back. Bought it back. It sold out within like 3 weeks. The year after that, it was golden again, sold out again. So this year we actually moved it to a bigger venue. We moved it to the Shriners Temple. Just trying to expand and grow.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Forward was ever, back was never. So just trying to constantly keep applying that pressure and continue to deliver a quality event, all with the understanding that the purpose of it is to be able to raise funds, give back to the teachers and to the educators in the Escambia and Santa Rosa County, man. So the Mardi Gras ball, what'd you say? So the Mardi Gras ball, like I said, something that the Mardi Gras is something that I start toying with it in my mind, and I verbalized it a couple times, and next thing I knew, it was rolling. It was rolling.
I had the same thing happen to me.
But I'm gonna be honest, bro. Nothing that I do or have done would have ever been possible without the support of my circle of friends.
Yeah.
Like, those are the true people who, when I say people, talk about people who just like believe in me and kind of push me, like, those are people be like, dang, who said he want to do this? That's a good idea. Let's do it. And I be like, hold on. Nope. Who you said you want to do it? We believe in you. It's happening.
Oh,
Like, those, I tell people all the time, it is extremely important to be mindful and to pay very close attention to the company that you keep and to your circle of friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because your circle of friends, you can tell a lot about a person just by the company that they keep.
Yeah.
And I pride myself and value myself on being friends and staying in touch and staying close with people who we are constantly pushing each other to strive for greatness and to strive for more. You know what I'm saying? There's never any complacency, and there's never any negativity. Honestly, there's never really like no negativity. We're not sitting around talking about people. We ain't sitting around talking about what's your podcast rating? I was just asking if I could cuss or not.
Yeah, you cuss. You can cuss. I'm cleaning up a little bit, but you cuss too.
We're not sitting around talking about people or ever being involved in the BS. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we are truly, when we talking about something, we talking about ideas, not people. You know what I'm saying? We talking,
and that's the difference between millionaires and people that's trying to strive for something and the people that want to stay where they at. Cause
yeah, bro, we
are
that
chewed up grass, that chewed up grass, the BS.
We constantly trying to strive to get it. You know what I'm saying? And we genuinely support one another constantly. Constantly.
Sure.
And we circulate business amongst each other. Just being for real.
And that's good though. That's how communities grow.
We practice group economics amongst our very small group. Always.
And that's a blessing, because I realize what you said, really the company you keep is a big thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they ask me why I started hanging out by myself and just doing my own thing, is because not to the people I was around, I just realized they wasn't on the same page of stuff that I was trying to be on. And in order for me to grow, I had to, I outgrew them.
Yeah.
I outgrew them. Like, I say what's up every now and then, but I don't still hang out with them like I would. And
it ain't nothing wrong with growth, brother. And it ain't nothing wrong with outgrowing somebody. Don't ever apologize for growing. Don't ever let nobody make you feel bad for growing or making a positive change. People always, oh, you changed, you act different now. The hell yeah. You think I worked this hard to stay the same? You know what I'm saying? You think I bust my butt? You think I overcame so much? You think I done had trials and tribulations and had to cry and pray long nights, and you think I had to do all that to stay the same? Nah, that ain't how that works. You know what I'm saying?
I was just saying that I said that today or last night. I was talking to somebody on the phone because somebody brought some negativity. So I said, man, you know what? I don't work too hard for where I'm at right now to get to where I'm at right now. So I can't let a little person coming in trying to disrupt me on my path stop me. I was like, I'm just gonna go 10 times harder. And I gotta go 10 times harder, because, man, if you understand how this all, like same thing happened with my podcast that happened with like the Mardi Gras idea. I was talking about it. And these kids, cause I went back to UWF. I was about to finish up my degree, which I finally did.
Okay.
Thank you, Jesus. Hey, and then people that was in my group that I work with, we found out there's a studio on campus that we could use for free, and they got all the equipment in there. The dude said, hey, there ain't no excuse no more. You need to get in here and make it happen. He's like, I'll come. He said, if I got to come here with you for the first part, I'm gonna come here with you. And after that, I got into my rhythm, and it was for them. From Boyz II Men would never happen.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Sometimes, we got to be pushed to greatness. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And whoever that brother is, you got to keep him around, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I told them the same thing. I was like, everybody that was with me from the beginning, even though they kind of had their own things going on, I said, there always going to be a spot for them like from Boyz to Men, no matter what. I was like, if I had to bring them back to speed on how we're doing things, that's one thing. I do that. But you believed in it before it was even anything, before you even off the ground, before when it was just a thought, you believed in it. So I got to keep you.
Got to keep around.
Oh yeah. But
Got
what day is the Mardi Gras ball on?
Mardi Gras ball is February 11th.
Okay.
I hope you get light and pull up on us, man.
I'm coming. Hey, I'm trying to get everybody on this podcast. I'm trying to get the whole cast on Sacred Heart to come out and support this charity event.
If y'all come, let me know. Get y'all a table or something. We'll make sure we set it up. Give y'all a shout out. We got the live band coming from Mobile, Jonesy and the Crown Jewels. We got the DJ. It's always a good time.
Oh yes, sir. Hey, the lady that do my hair, they all been talking about the Mardi Gras ball already. Yesterday when I was getting there getting my hair retwisted, that's like, yeah, I gotta hurry up and get my dress for the Mardi Gras ball. I gotta get my. I was like, yep. Hey, I said, I said, should I get there? I got a gold tuxedo jacket for my movie premiere, so I can already come right.
Oh yeah, go ahead, break it out.
I might have to break it out again. At least I ain't waited more than one time. Oh yeah, but also, I know I know you got a busy schedule ahead of you, but on January the 28th, I know I was talking to you earlier before. I'm doing our live show from Boyz to Men at UWF in the Commons. If GQ would like, we can discuss prices off this camera for cater the event, because I'm trying to get the youth. I'm trying to get the youth to come in and be my live audience so they can get something out of it. I don't want just Lamplight. I just want all type of youth programs out there to come in.
Yeah.
So I said, if they can sit there and listen to me, we should be at least able to feed them. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely rap, man. And if it's something that I can do, I got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But for closing remarks, what is something that what's your one message that you would like the youth or the people that listen to this podcast, this episode right here, to take away from this whole discussion?
I don't know if they would take it away from the discussion today, but one message that I would love to get to the youth, especially to young men, is that you don't have to be what you have seen, and you don't have to always follow or be a product of the environment in which you have come from. Very quick story. Growing up, me and my dad, I'll just keep it brief, did not have a great relationship. I went years without talking to my dad as an adult. I had a lot of built up hostility and frustration. You know, my dad was kind of in and out. And he just, our relationship was tarnished. And I think I'm stating it lightly. And you know, when you grow up, there's a common phrase that says we oftentimes become those things that we hate the most.
Yeah.
And so there was a point in time when I had so much resentment and so much anger towards my dad, I could have very much so easily turned out and been a deadbeat dad. You know what I'm saying? I could have turned out and shied away from my kids and had broken promises with my kids and everything. But rather than go that route, I was determined to be something different. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of our youth see a lot of bullshit. A lot of our youth exposed to a lot of bullshit. A lot of our youth are involved in a lot of bullshit. And a lot of bullshit is circulating from the adults first. You know, but I would just want our youth to understand that because you see it, because it's next to you, because it's in your household, because it's directly in your face, it doesn't have to be you. You can always choose something different. You know what I'm saying? Even though that may be the only thing that you know, there's always a different path. There's always a different route that you can take to give yourself a different kind of outlet. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably the biggest message that I would probably give to any youth, especially any young man. I see it all of the time with our kids, and I tell my kids all of the time, like, yeah, I know your mama messy, your auntie messy, and your older sister messy, but you don't got to be messy. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
you don't got to be nasty. You don't got to be rude. You don't got to be in the streets. Just because that's what you see, that don't mean that has to be your outcome. You know, and a lot of times I feel like our youth fall into this trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I see, that's what I know, so that's what I have to do. You know, and that's not reality. Yeah. Hold on. Come here, fat man. What's wrong?
He smacked me in my face and just like hit him back.
My bad.
Oh no, you good. This was all about. This was all about.
Come here. Tell me what's wrong. My bad. My two boys being boys, man.
Hey, that's what it's all about.
Come here. Let me see. My bad, bro.
Oh no, you gotta show the kids. Look, this is what it's supposed to be about. It's showing that part of it, being the
Wait, side.
Hi.
So that's Jackson and that's CJ.
Yes, sir.
These are my two boys, man. These are my pride and joys. These are my do something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
These are the two things that made me make a different choice and take a different route and do something outside of what I had known for so many years.
Yes, sir.
Get down.
Oh, bro, you just kicked me in my face.
Shut up. So that would be Sato, so I can finish. Come on. So that would be my message, honestly, is just that you don't have to be what you see, you know, and you can kind of control your own destiny and your own outcome. It might be different, it might seem foreign to you, but it's absolutely doable.
Yes, sir.
And lastly, probably I would probably tell all of our young men, get out of the habit of quitting.
Yep.
A lot of jits these days, if it ain't going how they want it to go, if it ain't easy, if it ain't coming at the moment that they want it, they ready to just throw in the towel and give up. You know, and I've had to explain to my wife several times. She's like, oh, well, if CJ don't want to play, if he don't want to do soccer, let's just let him quit. I don't want to take him. You know, I'm just explaining to her, like, no, we're not. You know, he go finish the season.
Yep.
Because kids who think that it's okay to quit grow up to be young men who think it's okay. And they grow up to be men. And then they grow up to be men that think it's okay to quit and to walk out and to leave a task or to leave something unfinished. You know, they end up being fathers who quit and husbands who quit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that ain't what we raised. They made the kind of young men that I want to raise. So, I want to raise some young men who got some stick-to-itiveness and who know how to persevere. You mentioned that earlier, who know how to persevere and push through. My bad, this joker here, man.
You're good.
You know, but those would probably be my two messages, man. You know, just stop quitting and don't quit. Learn how to stick through, learn how to finish a task and see it through from beginning to end. You know, that don't mean you got to do it again, but that one task that you started, just finish it.
Yes, sir.
You know, and then that you don't have to always be, you don't have to be the environment, you don't have to be the situation or the scenario that you have seen and that you come from.
Yes, sir. Man, Woo, I gotta say thank you, man, for coming on, man. Just
man, cut it out, man. You know it's love.
Hey,
you know
look, I already knew whenever I had you on, it was gonna be an impactful message that someone can resonate to. And no matter which age you at, it's gonna be something that you can resonate to. So I just gotta say thank you again for just sharing the lovely message alone. And
anytime I get a chance to be on, I'm definitely go be on.
Yes, sir.
Cut it out.
Well, yes, sir. Let me go ahead and get this closed out and everything for final remarks. I ain't got nothing else to say because look, you said it all. You left it all on the table. So all I'm left to do is just do the outro.
There you go.
Ready? Y'all ready? Here we go. Look, like I always say before we leave these messages and these episodes, y'all got to dream big dreams because small dreams have little magic. And how big would you dream if you know you couldn't fail? And y'all got to remember this. Y'all do y'all best and let God take care of the rest. We're going to thank y'all for coming on. Listen, thank you, Chris Wooten, for coming on. Hey, like I always say to everybody, y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Peace, love, happiness, and we is out.
I know that I'm different. self-motivated, self-disciplined, yeah. I learned from my experience. I just want someone to take me serious. Real questions that I ask. How long will this solo trip last? I'm content with being alone in the past, but it's changing and it's something I can't grasp. Turn off my phone, I'm in my zone, so now I'm acting different. I'm to myself, I'm in my head, mapping out this life I'm living. Shadow work on myself, I done already seen hell. Can't fit in, so I rebel, but I don't miss a beat. I don't miss a beat.